Hi, welcome back to this week's update on Blackwood. As you will see, we're currently looking at the bridge, the scale scene kit that I kit bashed over the last couple of weeks. Most of you who have been watching this will notice there's not really much has changed on it, and you'll be absolutely correct, and that's because all the work has been going on this week on this area over here. Now, last week when I was looking at reinstating or starting to reinstate this bridge here, one thing had puzzled me, and that was the original bridge that was over here seemed considerably higher from the underneath of the bridge deck to the track than the bridge that is over this end. And that's because, unknown to myself, don't know how I ever did this, but this large area here, which is a Metcalfe, which are Metcalfe kits which were kit bashed to give us this row of terraced houses. This was all built as one very, very large piece. And when this was put in actual fact, has got a very, very slight slope. So it slopes up from this end to this end. To the naked eye, you wouldn't be able to tell. You would swear that it was in actual fact on the level. But in actual fact, there is a slope. So what we did during the last 7 days, we've removed everything that was in here. So all the scenery has actually gone, all the retaining wall has gone. And I was able to remove these and I was able to recut them, and I was able to reinsert them and lower this piece of road down. This building actually had to be removed because, as you see, it crosses over a join, and we've had to actually remove part of the gable wall here, or reduce it in height, because it now actually sits on a very gentle slope. And you'll see, if I come round here, that we have, if I bring this down, you may just be able to pick up that the road now does go down a very, very gentle slope, and it means that the bridge over here is now at the same height when it goes in across these tracks. The other thing was that the original bridge that sat there only had to span about 4 tracks. As you can see, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, but we've got an extra track here, and I thought it might even be better if we could extend this track that you see here, which is a siding, all the way around to here. So it'll give us an extra long siding. So I happened to be going on the train from Glasgow to Birmingham, and I had a good examination of every single bridge structure between Glasgow and Birmingham, just to see what you would in actual fact, what bridges look like where they're crossing multiple tracks. And one thing became very, very clear. You very often see perhaps an arch bridge, which was probably the original bridge, and then at a later date a more modern concrete style bridge or concrete based bridge has then been added. So what I've been doing is trying to replicate that, and this is what we've come up with so far. This here is focuses is a simple Metcalfe bridge, and as you can see, what we're going to have over here, there'll be a concrete plinth running along there, and then I'll have to build a new abutment over here. So as you can see, we now have got the position of where this track goes, and obviously its neighbouring track there. And the bit that goes in between the two bridges, that's this bridge here and the one here, we will have this sitting. It's not 100% cut yet, but it'll go in something like that. And as you'll see, the Metcalfe bridge actually matches it quite closely. And on this side here, if I move this Mark III coach out of the way, you'll see the inside of the bridge has actually been finished off with red brick, because I noticed that a lot of bridges, while one half of the bridge, the arch bridge, might be built with out of large stone, where they've actually added a new bridge on, they've obviously patched in, had to build a new abutment, and they've just built it perhaps in red brick. So we've replicated that. And as you can see, we also have the deck on the top. The deck's not yet been painted, but you can see it all fits in quite neatly. And if I come out a wee bit here, hopefully you should be able to see sort of the idea that we're going to have. The back scene sits along here, just to hide the actual entrance into the fiddle yard. That's it. That's what's been doing this week. So hopefully catch you all next week with a further update. Thanks for watching.